Verse of the day. November 8th, Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, do not fear, Zion, let not your hands be weak. The book of Zephaniah is a prophetic message focusing on both judgment and restoration for the people of Judah. Zephaniah warns of the day of the Lord, a time of judgment for sin, but he also offers hope and assurance of future redemption. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16 occurs in the context of God's promise to restore Jerusalem, comforting and strengthening the people with a message of hope. The phrase, do not fear, is meant to lift their spirits, and let not your hands be weak, calls them to renewed strength and purpose. This verse reflects God's encouragement as he promises to be with his people, removing their shame and granting them victory. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16 brings encouragement to those facing trials and uncertainties. Do not fear, God commands his people not to be afraid, assuring them of his protection and presence. Fear is dispelled in light of God's promise to deliver. Zion, let not your hands be weak. Hands often symbolize action and strength. Here, God is calling his people to take heart and remain active, trusting him to give them the strength they need. This verse reassures believers that when we trust in God, fear is replaced with strength and discouragement with purpose. God's presence provides the power to keep moving forward, even in difficult times. In Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Similar to Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16, this verse encourages courage and strength, knowing that God is near. In Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. God's assurance in Isaiah aligns with the encouragement in Zephaniah, reminding his people that his presence dispels fear. In Psalm chapter 27 verse 1, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? David's confidence in God's protection mirrors the message in Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16, where trust in God removes fear. In John chapter 14 verse 27, Jesus tells his disciples, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. This reflects God's desire to replace fear with peace and confidence. In 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This verse reminds believers that God's presence empowers us to overcome fear. In Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5-6, the Lord is my helper, I will not fear. What can man do to me? Like the encouragement in Zephaniah, this passage speaks to the strength and confidence found in God's presence. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 16 reminds believers to let go of fear and discouragement, knowing that God is with us. In times of uncertainty or challenge, this verse calls us to stand strong, trusting in God's protection and strength. For today's church, this verse is a call to be active in our faith, to let not our hands be weak. Even when obstacles seem overwhelming, God's encouragement empowers us to persevere with courage. This promise assures us that God removes the shame and fear that hold us back, replacing them with confidence and purpose. As we live in trust, our faith is strengthened, and we can face each day with renewed courage and resilience. God bless you and give you grace after grace.